Now the hardest part has been done. Here are what to do next after the job interviews. You should definitely congratulate yourself on a job well done today. Go home, put your feet up, and have a glass of wine or hot tea. Allow yourself to empty your mind and indulge in your ice cream, video games, or movie to chill out and reward yourself. Recognize that you are one step closer to your dream job and be kind to yourself while you are waiting for the results. And be grateful for the experience you have so you have the opportunity to practice what you learn and get feedbacks. Now, after you've done with the little celebration of progress, let's do a quick review. In an early episode, I've introduced an application status tracking and review worksheet for tracking your job hunt progress. Now it's time to update it and do some reflections together. Refresh your memory and recall what interview questions were asked. Were there any questions that you answered so brilliantly that you would like to take note? On the contrary, were there any questions that you would like a second chance to answer differently? Were there any questions that are unexpected? And from a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 as the highest, how would you rate your overall performance and why? And based on your observation, from a scale of 1 to 10, how impressed the interviewer was by you and what are the clues? After the job interview, do you have any new understanding about the company and the role? This exercise is very helpful because you will soon be able to find patterns and meaningful insights from your answers. And before you know it, your observation skills will improve extensively throughout the interviews. I was very fortunate to have met many kind hearted interviewers who have helped me to see my blind spots or strengths that I haven't noticed yet. The interview meeting itself is valuable regardless of the results. Because for people who just started their careers, having the opportunity to sit down and chat with someone who is more experienced in your field could be very beneficial. So, next, it's important to be thankful to your interviewers for their time and inspirations. I recommend you to send a thank you note to your interviewer within one business day, either by email or by snail mail, which handwritten ones are the best. And in a message, don't make it a cheesy marketing message. Instead, be genuine and let your interviewer feel being seen as a unique individual. You can use the rule of three to write your note. Sentence 1. Thank the person for meeting with you. If you like them, or if they were particularly friendly, you can say something like, "Thank you for making my interview today so pleasant." If they were more businesslike, just say something like, "Thank you for taking time to meet with me today." Sentence 2. Mention something that you like about the interview. If they were personal or friendly, say something personal such as, "I particularly enjoy our talk about," and include the topic that you particularly enjoy talking about. If they were more businesslike, then say something businesslike such as, "I'm glad to learn more about the company." Sentence number 3. Repeat your interest in the job, but don't repeat your qualifications or add as if the interview is still going on. So a friendly version would be, "I would be thrilled to work for your company and hope to meet you again as a colleague." A business version, I'm now even more interested in working with the company name and appreciate your help with the process. You can also provide additional information which you might have left out during the interview. Ultimately, you would like to make the thank you note short and sweet. Sometimes the most torturing part of the job hunting process is the silence, the long wait that makes you feel anxious and insecure. Remember that silence is not always an indicator of anything. Understand that decision does take time, processes, and internal negotiations. And there are actually some companies out there that post the job just to gain some market insights for the planning ahead, be it new headcounts or budgets, which means they're not in any urgency to get someone on board. So it's important to continue your job search because it's the best to keep exploring your options and keep the momentum going. Wait for 1 to 2 weeks after an interview, and then you can follow up politely and see if there are any updates by asking what are the next steps in the process? When can you expect to hear from them next? Is there anything else you can send them to help them with their decision? Remember that if you have already given your best in your previous encounter with the company, then there should be no regrets. The fact is, sometimes they're good news and sometimes they're bad news. So if eventually you hear from the company that the position is filled up, thank the interviewer for their effort and ask to stay in touch through LinkedIn if you are really keen to join them. And here are some adjustments you need to take. See the results as feedback for you to further improve on your skills, competencies, and way of expressions. Remember, the result is never a reflection of who you are as a person, but how you were perceived during the interview process. You are always valuable and you just need to work further to improve your skills. Nothing is going to stop you from succeeding because you're more than that. So just let your grudges out, but only for a very short period of time and don't stay there. And I'll teach you how to do this next. If you really feel beaten up, ask yourself, if staying in this state helpful to your current situation? Of course it's not, so move on. Now here's a quick exercise to send away your negative energy. Take out a piece of paper and empty out all your disappointment, resentment, regrets, and anger about yourself down onto the paper. Draw and write as long as you need. Then, when you're finished, take out a red pen and make a big crossover on the paper and tell yourself, I intend to let go of all of this from now on. Find a safe place to burn the paper and be attentive to the burning process so you see the piece of paper turns into ashes. In your mind, imagine all of your negative energy goes along with the dark smoke and diminish into the tiny ashes. And finally, clean it up and start anew. No worries, it's nothing religious about the exercise. It's just a creative transfer of your negative intention, which helps your mind to offload what it no longer needs. Now, after you have let go of your negativity, you need vitality to keep yourself going. When we don't make time for the things we love that energize us and recharge us, life slowly strips our energy away. And the secret to boost up your energy level is committing at least 20 minutes every day to do what you absolutely love and what brings you energy. It can be going to the beach, taking some dance classes, or playing with your dog. As much as it seems to be common sense, 99.9% of people are not doing it. So make it a commitment to yourself in maintaining a high energy level every day. Now, to sum up, while you're waiting, it's extremely important to maintain a healthy life routine so your energy won't be eaten up by your anxiety. You might stay at home for most of your day, so create a routine, say to wake up at 8 a.m. every day, go jogging, etc., and stick to it. It's not an endless holiday, and these routines and habits give you a sense of momentum. You may also find a side project, or if you are financially tight, get a part time job. You need to continue contributing and working so it fuels you emotionally and financially. Maintaining a sense of accomplishment is essential in motivating yourself to keep going. 3. Exercise. Just get out of your home, breathe, move, and connect with the nature. It's a big, big world, so a certain moment of waiting doesn't make a big deal, right? Most importantly, exercising brings the release of endorphins, which is the happiness hormone, and you need them. Also, movement leads to action, which feeds your sense of accomplishment. 4. Invest in yourself. Take this valuable free time to learn and invest in yourself. Let's face it, it takes greater effort to take a sabbatical when you have a family to feed or some mortgage loan waiting for you. Being young, and 3, is your advantage. You can take some online learning course, go traveling, or just read the books that you have always wanted to read. Remember to celebrate how great you are every day. Get a piece of paper, write 1 to 10, and list out your top 10 strengths. Make it as a habit to read it out loud in front of a mirror every day to appreciate how great you are. Remember at the beginning of the course, I've quoted the Kung Fu master Bruce Lee. His philosophy is, be water, my friend, because the most flexible person in their mind and body always wins. And there is no failure, only feedback. I always love this saying, which is one of the NLP presuppositions, and it means so much about how we handle setbacks in our lives. There are always lessons to learn in everything and everyone that we encounter. It's up to us to design if we would like to take the feedbacks as the views to our future growth. And one more quote. As Louise Hay said, somewhere, someone is looking for exactly what you have to offer. Keep going, and I'll see you in the next video.